expertise you need, plus reliable support that's always on call.
ABS of Auburn, how may we help you?
Call 334-329-7000 to schedule a free on-site consultation today. War Eagle.
Back to the ballpark for more Auburn baseball.
We go to the third. It's 3-2 Vanderbilt. All the scoring came in the first inning, and then both pitchers with 1, 2, 3 second innings. The third frame brought to you by the Vance Law Firm, where the phone number is easy to remember. They say dial 3 for me, 334-333-3333. Cooper Weiss gets it started for the Tigers. Weiss, Irish, and Pierce. Third baseman Diaz in on the edge of the green turf on the infield. First pitch from Cunningham is at the knees for a strike. A couple of generous strike calls in the second inning helped Cunningham's cause. He threw 24 pitches in the first inning. Pitch to Weiss, low and all the way to the backstop, a ball and a strike. Went to at least a 2-ball count on all three batters in the second, so as a result, he's up to 42 pitches in the game. The right-hander rocks and fires, and it's hit on the ground to short. On a hop, Vastine gloves and throws, one away. And since the 2-out walk to Fabian in the first inning, Cunningham has set down 5 in a row. Myers has done the same. Here's Ike Irish, who bounced to short his first time. He moved Cooper Weiss over to third in doing so. Swing and a miss by Irish on a first pitch changeup and up and away. 0-1 the count. Cunningham quickly deals. Swing and a miss. High fastball, 0-2. Holton really got going when he got into a rhythm and started working quickly, and Cunningham trying to replicate that. His 0-2 to Irish changeup outside, 1-2. The right-hander delivers. Swing and a pop-up on a high fastball. This one's headed back this way. It'll land just a few rows in front of us if there was no net covering the fans behind home plate. Still a ball and 2 strikes on Irish. Ike with a big deep breath climbs back into the batter's box. Cunningham into the wind, to the plate. Ground ball to second. Scooped up by Davis. 2 ground ball outs to start the inning. And now here's Bobby Pierce.
Right fielder, number 27, Bobby Pierce.
Pierce hit a ball past the first baseman into right field to bring home a run back in the first inning. Takes a big cut here and fouls it off to the right, out of play, 0-1. They charged Austin with an error on that play, so officially Bobby is 0 for 1. He takes a big swing and fouls this one straight back. 96-mile-an-hour fastball. And it's 0-2. Beware the slider here. Cunningham to the plate. Way upstairs with a fastball instead. And it's 1-2 to Bobby. Pierce still looking for his first hit of the weekend, the delivery. Bouncing ball to second. Davis another chance. He throws him out, and it's 3 ground ball outs. And the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the third inning, still 3-2 Vanderbilt.
Need great gifts for your family, friends, clients, and colleagues? You have to try Buff City Soap. Their soap, oils, body butters, bath bombs, candles, wax melts, and laundry soaps are delightful. Pick from a variety of handmade goodies with plant-based ingredients that delight your skin and smell wonderful. See partywithbuff.com to schedule your party or visit buffcitysoap.com to check out their many alternatives. Try the free short-term parking at the 320 West Magnolia Avenue building in downtown Auburn and fall in love with Buff City Soap.
At Reynolds Outdoors, they're all about hunting and fishing and loving the great outdoors every day. And if you are too, you'll love the great selection of guns and ammo, bows and arrows, rods and reels, gear and apparel. As an independent family business, Reynolds Outdoors can offer top brand names at hometown prices, plus friendly, local, expert service. So before you hit the woods, the field, or the water, head to Reynolds Outdoors on Geneva Street, Opelika, on Facebook and Instagram, and at reynoldsoutdoors.net.
This is Coach Butch Thompson. Back to more baseball on the Auburn Sports Network.
(3-2) Vanderbilt leads, bottom of the third. Commodores will have Espinal, Barcy, and Davis due up. All three reached in the first inning against Carson Myers, who settled in nicely in the second. In fact, he's retired 5 in a row. Got the last 2 in the first inning, and then 1, 2, 3 in the second. Espinal with a single straight up the middle his first time. He came around to score the third of Vanderbilt's first inning runs. Now Espinal's ready. Espinal now hitting .373, and the first pitch is in for a strike, 0-1. Myers has done a good job getting strike one after the first handful of batters of the game. There's an off-speed pitch that missed high and outside. 1-1. Wind and the delivery. Swing and a miss. Took aim at one down around his shins. A ball and 2 strikes to the Vanderbilt catcher. And Myers with nobody on base, ready to go. Shift is on against the batter Espinal. And there's a close pitch. That looked like that was a strike in the bottom half, or in the top half of the inning. Here it's ball 2. 2-2 offering. Line off the glove of Hernandez and into center field. Hit it to the left of the bag, into the shift. But still, Hernandez not quite able to get to it, and Espinal has his second hit of the game. A leadoff single for Espinal. Now Colin Barcy reached on a 4-pitch walk back in the first inning. On base percentage, still 1,000 for the year. He now has a single and a walk. Barcy 6'3", 217 out in Napierville, Illinois. Showed bunt, took it outside for ball 1. Big hole on the right side. Infield plays the right-handed hitter to pull. He takes a strike. It's 1-1. Second straight day that a rarely used freshman gets the call as the DH. Barcy swings and misses the off-speed pitch. It's 1-2. Myers straightens up, short lead at first. The pitch. Check swing. Did he go? No, says Clint Fagan at first. On a breaking ball down and in. Really good pitch by Myers. Now he'll try to put away Barcy. Open stance, right-handed batter. The 2-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He got him. So Myers records his second strikeout. And there's a big first out in the third. Jaden Davis is 5 for 6 on the weekend with 3 RBIs. He drove in another run with a single in the first inning. First pitch. Swing and a high bouncing ball to short. Weiss waits on it, throws, got him. 2 away. That took such a high bounce that I wondered whether or not there would be enough time once it finally got to Weiss's glove. But Cooper unloaded on the throw. And there's 2 down. Espinal still at first. Now Troy Leneve is the batter. Left-handed hitter for the Commodores. The first pitch to him. Upstairs, 4-1. Leneve reached on a fielder's choice that drove home a run. It was a bouncing ball, a double play ball if it had been hit a little bit harder with the bases loaded. And that misses low and away, blocked nicely by Irish. 2 balls, no strikes to Leneve. Down to second. Espinal was moving on the pitch, so he's in scoring position. Now the 2-0 delivery. Swing and a foul ball, just foul down the line at first. A little awkward side spin on that one. Goes to strike 1 to the Vanderbilt left fielder. We'll run through yesterday's scores in the SEC to set the table for today, and a few surprises, quite frankly, on the scoreboard yesterday. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss, and a slider down and away. That one just bit in a hurry, and Leneve went after it. So now 2 balls, 2 strikes. Myers trying to put him away in the 3rd inning with 2 outs. The pitch, bouncing ball, foul pass first. They'll come back and do it again. Yesterday on the Yellowwood scoreboard, Florida outlasted Texas A&M in Gainesville 8-6. Kentucky won a scoring fest over Georgia 16-10 in Lexington. Tennessee beat Alabama 11-3 in Tuscaloosa. There's a ground ball. It is a foul ball just to the left of the bag at third. That almost bounced back and caught the line. Instead, we got another 2-2 pitch coming. Mississippi State drilled LSU 10-4 in Starkville yesterday. Arkansas blanked Missouri 8-0. And Ole Miss topped South Carolina 5-4. Those were the other scores yesterday. 2-2 pitch. Foul ball off of his foot, and Leneve goes down into a crouch. He will try to walk that off. Some tingling in the foot after that one. Couldn't tell if it got the upper part of the instep or if it got the top of the foot. But Tim Corbin gets halfway to the home plate area before he gives way to Vanderbilt's athletic trainer. That's Chris Matarazzo. A 2-2 foul ball off of Leneve's foot. So now that you have those scores from yesterday, we'll look at the Yellowwood scoreboard. Today's action in the SEC. They're in the 7th inning in Oxford. Ole Miss going for the series win. Rebels lead South Carolina 4-3. Kentucky in the 6th inning in Lexington is out to a 5-0 lead over Georgia. Wildcats try to win the series. Missouri and Arkansas scoreless in the 4th in Fayetteville. Everything else is later. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Leneve steps back in after the meeting with the athletic trainer, and Myers' 2-2 offering is on the way. Fouled back. Still 2-2. Espinal at second base, 2 outs. Bottom of the 3rd, Vanderbilt leads 3-2. Commodores would love to extend their lead with 2 outs. They got a lot of 2-out hits in last night's game. 2-2 pitch. Low, and the count is full. That is just the 3rd 3-ball count that Myers has gone to. The delivery. They lost him. Low and outside, ball 4. 2-out walk puts runners at first and second with 2 outs for Matthew Polk. Polk popped out to Fabian in the mound area back in the first inning. So an infield pop for the right fielder in his first at bat of the game. He bats here with 2 outs and runners at first and second. Myers' first pitch to him. He pops up again. McMurray looks up into the sky. Foul territory, now drifting back over the line in short right field. Makes the catch, and the inning is over. No runs on a hit, no errors, 2 left for Vanderbilt. Through 3 in Nashville. Tigers trail the Commodores 3-2.
Experience and knowledge from the pros. Russell Do-It Center and Building
Then if you want to add an
Russell
ID on the
Building
end of this,
Supply is
that'd
your
be good.
hometown home improvement store. You'll find what you need when you need it. And as a Russell Rewards member, you'll be in the know about monthly specials and exclusive offers. Russell Building Supply, East University in Auburn, across from Cary Creek Publix.
Experience and knowledge from the pros. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply.
Summer Village of Auburn is here for you and your family. A senior living community with 3 convenient locations offering a continuum of care with independent and assisted living, as well as memory care. Loving caregivers and on-site therapy, residents and families will have peace of mind. For over 20 years, we have been a part of the Auburn community and know that the next steps for you or your loved ones can be difficult. Summer Village, experience a lifestyle that offers everything you want and a place where your heart and soul will feel at home.
This broadcast of Auburn baseball is brought to you in part by Cook's Pest Control and the Centricon system. You don't have to live with termites.
All right, we go to the 4th inning. Cooper McMurray to lead it off for Auburn in the 4th against Bryce Cunningham. Tigers trail 3-2, both runs in the first inning, but 7 in a row retired by the Vandy starter since the first inning. Hats off number 3. Every time number 3, Chris Stanfield's hat flies off during a game. Jackson Services, proud partner of the Auburn Sports Network. Jackson Services donates $100 to the Miracle League of East Alabama. Stanfield would bat 4th in this inning, if anybody can reach. McMurray doubled in a run on the first pitch that he saw back in the first inning. I mean, laced it to right center field. Cooper back in there. And the first pitch. Swing and a foul off to the left. Nothing in 1 from Cunningham. Cunningham at 54 pitches now as he goes to work in the 4th. Half of those came in the first inning. There's a swing and a miss on a 94-mile-an-hour fastball at the knees. Quickly, 0-2. McMurray, Fabian, Hall. A couple of left-handed batters in the inning. The 0-2 pitch. Upstairs. McMurray wouldn't chase. Just a beautiful day. Blue skies, a few very high white clouds. It's a breezy day. Wind blowing out to right now. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a fly ball into center field. That is well hit. McMurray sends it all the way to the warning track. Leaping is Hewitt, and he did not get it. That is gone. That's a home run for Cooper McMurray. McMurray has tied the game at 3 with a home run in the top of the 4th inning. His 7th home run of the season, his 26th RBI, and it's 3-3. A 1-2 pitch, and McMurray caught every bit of it. Hewitt, much like Mainers did on the Austin home run in the first inning, chased it all the way to the wall, leaped, went as far as he could go. But McMurray sent it out of the ballpark, and we've got a tie game. First pitch to Fabian is a called strike below the knees and outside. All right, 0-1 to Derek, who walked in the first inning. And he takes strike 2. That was a strike, and a good pitch over the outside corner. The Auburn third baseman looking for his first hit of the weekend in a hole here, 0-2. And the pitch missed down and away, a ball and 2 strikes. Auburn held without a home run yesterday for the first game all season. Start a new streak with McMurray's homer today. There's a sharp foul ball off the right side. A ball and 2 strikes. Fabian battling here. Play him to go the other way in center and right field. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball, it was down, and he had to protect the plate with 2 strikes. So Cunningham gets the strikeout for the first out in the 4th. That's his 4th strikeout of the ball game. Now Christian Hall 0-for-1 with a strikeout. That's his first strikeout the second time through the order. Hall takes ball 1 as it bounces up there between the plate and the catcher Espinal, 1-0. Cunningham off the wind. Catches the outside corner at the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike. 95 on that heater. The pitch. Nope, missed outside and low. It's 2-1. Auburn with 3 runs on 2 hits now in the ball game. 1 Vandy error. 2-1. Fouled off left side, off the net, down to the turf in front of Gabe Gross. And the count evens 2-2. Cunningham really working quickly with nobody on base. Near shift on the infield. 2-2. Way upstairs, and Espinal has to leap out of his crouch to get it. And now the count is full. That is just the 4th 3-ball count that Cunningham has gone to. 2 of the other 3 he walks. Or he walked the batter. Payoff pitch. Fly ball down the line in right. Hall caught a lot of that one. That is deep, and that is a foul ball. Boy, Christian Hall barely missed extra bases. That had a lot more hook to it than we realized off the bat. Tried to come in on the inner half with a fastball. Christian just a little bit early. Count is full. Does Cunningham go back to the heater here? 3-2. We'll see. Here's the pitch. He does, and he missed the outside corner for ball 4. And Eddie Newsom now hearing it from the Vanderbilt fans for the first time today. So that's a 1-out base runner for Auburn. It's the 3rd walk for Cunningham and his first since the 1st inning. Now Stanfield gets a shot. Chris flied out to center his first time. A lot of room in left center field if Stanfield could slightly pull one. The pitch. It's a ground ball to second. They flip to second for 1 and on to first for the double play. 4-6-3, and the inning is over. A solo homer by Cooper McMurray to start the inning ties the game. No errors, nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. 3-3 our score.
Did you know one of the most advanced screening and diagnostic imaging centers in the country is located right here in our community? Bridgeway Diagnostics is the first in the country to purchase GE low-dose 3D mammography and first in the entire region to bring you 3D breast ultrasound. First to bring you artificial intelligence software looking behind the radiologist to detect irregularities. Ask for Bridgeway for all of your screening and diagnostic needs. Find out more at 2bridgeway.com. That's the number 2, bridgeway.com. The Gooch Performing Arts Center at Auburn University is Alabama's newest premier destination for the arts, bringing you the very best of Broadway, dance, music, and more. Learn more about upcoming performances and our calendar of events online at goochcenter.auburn.edu. That's GOGUE center.auburn.edu or call the box office at 334-844-TIXS.
Exclusive play-by-play coverage of Auburn baseball is brought to you by Alabama Power, proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers. Alabama Power, power for a better Alabama.
Back in Nashville, Carson Myers back on the mound. The game is tied at 3, and Vanderbilt comes to bat here in the bottom of the 4th inning. The Doors will have the 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up: Hewitt, Vastine, and Austin. Auburn baseball is brought to you in part by the Alabama Department of Public Health. Don't wait, Vaccinate. Protect yourself and others by staying current on all recommended vaccines. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM. Auburn with 2 in the top of the first. Vandy with 3 in the bottom of the first. Tigers got a McMurray homer in the top of the fourth to tie it up. Vandy obviously answered back +1 when Auburn scored in the first, so Tigers would love a shutdown inning here, and the first pitch to Hewitt is a strike, 0-1. The Vanderbilt center fielder flied out to left his first time. He shows bunt, and he bunts it foul behind the plate. It's 0-2. Auburn opened the SEC schedule last year. First the 0-2 pitch. Off speed and fouled back out of play. Auburn opened in Fayetteville last year. And now in Nashville this season. They'll host Arkansas next weekend. 0-2 pitch. Line foul right side. And here goes Vanderbilt with 2 strikes again. A couple of more foul balls from Hewitt. 63 pitches for Myers. Glove in front of his face. Short wind up. He deals. Fly ball left field. Mainers on the run. Still running. Makes the running catch in left center field. Mainers got a good jump on that ball off the bat and ran it down for the first out. A couple of running catches for Auburn's outfielders. Pierce has made one. Mainers now has one. And that's the first out of the fourth inning. Good to get the leadoff man. Now Vastine 0 for 1 with a strikeout. First pitch to him. Ground ball, fair ball. Past a diving McMurray and into the right field corner. Extra bases for Vastine. Pierce picks it up, gets it back to the infield quickly. It's a sliding double for Vastine with 1 out in the fourth. 8th double leads the team. Second team preseason all-conference selection. Vastine with his second extra base hit of the weekend. Both of his hits have gone for extra bases. So Vandy has had base runners in 3 of the 4 innings now. They've got a man in scoring position for the top of the order, and R.J. Austin. He has homered and bounced to second, and Everett Tieford is out of the Auburn dugout. And they may not let Myers face the order a third time. Tie ball game, 1 out, 4th inning. Yep, there's the signal. And Auburn will make a pitching change with 1 on and 1 out, and the leadoff man R.J. Austin coming up. The bullpen is beyond our view. It's back under or beside where our vantage point can see. So a new pitcher into the game for the Tigers as Auburn makes an Alabama Power call to the bullpen.
Hey everybody, this is Jacob Goins, voice of the Lee Scott Warriors. Tune in all baseball season long over on Tiger Country 104.5, home of the Lee Scott Sports Network. Listen live and find the broadcast schedule on tigercountry.net. Lee Scott Academy Baseball over on Tiger Country 104.5 is presented by the Orthopedic Clinic and Auburn Express Towing. Also brought to you by Troy Bank and Trust and Gouge Performing Arts Center. Lee Scott Academy Baseball on Tiger Country 104.5, part of the Auburn Network's family of stations.
New pitcher for Auburn is John Armstrong. Valuable right-hander, 5'11", 223, the junior out of Harrison High in Marietta, Georgia. He has made 6 appearances this year, all in relief. No record and an earned run average of 1.54. He's averaging nearly 2 innings every time out, 11 2/3 in 6 trips to the mound. He's given up 5 hits, 2 runs. He's walked 3 and struck out 12. Teams are batting .132 this year against John Armstrong. He struck out 2 his last time out, a 1-2-3 inning against Troy this past Tuesday night in Madison. His longest outing of the year, 8 days ago against Austin Peay, went 2 2/3. 47 appearances over the last 3 years. That's tied with Chase Alsop for the most on the team. So John Armstrong, the new pitcher for the Tigers, to face the top of the order, and R.J. Austin with Vastine at second and one out in the bottom of the fourth inning in a tie game. Carson Myers, 3 1/3, 3 runs on 6 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. All of the runs and 4 of the 6 hits came in the first inning. So he is out of the ball game, and John Armstrong is in. It's in the hands of the bullpen now. Tie ball game. Infield plays Austin to pull. Hernandez just barely to the right of the bag at second base. The pitch way outside from Armstrong. Austin had shown bunt. 1 ball, no strikes. Austin homered in the first, grounded out to second in the second. He bats here in the fourth with the runner at second and 1 down. Armstrong looks to second base, now delivers. And missed low, 2-0. Nearly a capacity crowd on hand here this afternoon. Just a few open seats here and there. 2-0. Way outside, gets by Irish all the way to the backstop, and over to third goes Vastine. 3-0 to Austin. Now the infield will come in with 1 out in the fourth. Infield is in, trying to prevent Vanderbilt from scoring the go-ahead run. The 3-0 pitch is over for a strike. Austin was taken all away, and the count goes to 3-1. Vanderbilt first baseman, really good speed. Pitch to him. Didn't get the strike call on the outside corner. It's been hit and miss today. So Armstrong walks the first man that he faces. It is just his 4th walk of the year. They're at first and second. And you can bet that Austin is going to be looking to advance here. Armstrong throws to first. Coach Thompson in the pregame visit says if we have to pick over there 20 times in a row and they get mad at us, we'll do it today to try to control the running game. Austin with 14 stolen bases. Another throw to first. May settle in for a while here. Austin's going to be looking to move as soon as he can with Vastine at third base in a tie ball game, 1 out. Diaz, the batter, he's 1 for 2, a single and a run scored. He's also flied to right. Here's the pitch to him. It is lined into center field. It's an RBI single for Diaz. Austin stops at second. Vanderbilt regains the lead, 4-3. Every time that Auburn has scored, Vanderbilt has answered back. Austin moves up to second. And here's Alan Espinal, who was 2 for 2 against Myers, a pair of singles and a run scored. Espinal climbs in there with 1 out in the inning. The pitch. Oh, it nearly hit him. He had to duck out of the way. 1-0. All of Auburn's, what you might call the frontline relievers, Armstrong, Bauman, Cannon, pitched well against Troy Tuesday night. Armstrong misses low and away, and it's 2-0 to Espinal. A bit of a rocky start to this outing from Armstrong. He comes set. His 2-0 offering. Popped up, right side, out of play. 2 balls and a strike. Commodores on top, 4-3. 4 runs on 7 hits for the Doors as we play in the 4th inning. 3 runs on 2 hits for the Tigers. They've stranded 4 to this point. Auburn has left 2. Armstrong comes set. He looks to second a couple of times, now deals and misses way upstairs. 3-1. Vandy has Camden Koziel in the on-deck circle. He would hit for Barcy. 1 out in the inning, the 3-1. That's nowhere close. Way outside and low, and it's a walk. Armstrong has walked 2 and given up a single in the first 3 that he's faced here today, and Ike Irish going to go out and say something to John. The bases are loaded with only 1 out in the 4th. Already a run in. The last 4 have reached. The first 5 reached in the first inning when Vandy put a 3 spot on the board. Koziel, the batter. Koziel has been a regular starter. Koziel, 15 starts this year. He's batting .344, a couple of homers and 15 RBIs. His first at bat of the game. First pitch to him. Catches the outside corner for strike 1. And a good start here for Armstrong. Got to get ahead of the hitters. Armstrong to the plate, swing and a miss and an off-speed pitch. Pulled the string on a changeup. 0-2 the count. Bags are packed with Commodores here in the 4th with 1 out. The pitch upstairs, 1-2. 4-3, Vanderbilt on top. Game 2 of the series. Tigers fell last night 11-1 in 8 innings. Armstrong straightens up and fires. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him with an off-speed pitch, diving down away from him. So Koziel checks into the game, promptly strikes out. And there's the second out in the 4th. Jaden Davis is at the plate. Tall order to get him. He's 5 for 7 on the weekend. He grounded out last innings, just the second time Auburn's gotten him out. He drove in a run with a single in the first inning. He bats with the bases loaded in the 4th and takes strike 1. 7th man to bat in the 7th here for Vanderbilt. 2 outs. Armstrong's pitch, swung on and missed. Another changeup. And he had Davis way out in front, leaning. 0-2. Armstrong delivers. Check swing, down and away, and this time Davis did not go. Count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. Do we see John stay with the off-speed stuff? Maybe try to quick pitch? Just keep doing what he's doing. He's ready. He comes set. He fires. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Off speed again. Back-to-back strikeouts for Armstrong after a shaky start, and Vanderbilt limited to just the 1 run in the 4th inning. They get it on 2 hits, couple of walks, no errors, and Vandy leaves them loaded in the 4th. We've got a 1-run game through 4 innings in Nashville. It's 4-3 Vanderbilt.
Big eating in Auburn and Opelika means Big Mike's Steakhouse. Famous for high-quality steaks cooked to perfection on an open-fire grill served in a relaxed, rustic atmosphere. It's happy hour at Big Mike's every Wednesday and Thursday from 4 to 6 and half off select appetizers, draft beer, and well drinks. And don't forget, a Big Mike's gift card will always be the perfect gift for big city steak in your hometown. It's Big Mike's Steakhouse in Auburn at Shiggjerd Parkway and Wire Road.
Auburn High School Baseball is on 96.3 W. Lee.
Presented by
the Orthopedic Clinic, Auburn Bank, Russell Building Supply, and Southern Union.
Also brought to you by
Gouge Performing Arts Center, Franklin Tire and Auto, Troy Bank and Trust, The Car Stereo Shop, and University Ace Hardware.
See the broadcast schedule
at 963WLEE.com.
Auburn High School Baseball
on 96.3 W. Lee.
An Auburn Network station.
Back to the ballpark for more Auburn baseball.
5th inning action from Nashville. It's presented by Wind Creek Hotel and Casino. 3 Alabama locations: Montgomery, Atmore, Wetumpka, You can escape every day at Wind Creek Hotel and Casino and online at windcreek.com. Auburn trails 4-3. Tigers come to bat in the fifth with Hernandez, Mainers, and Weiss. 3 speedsters coming up for the Tigers. Hernandez struck out in the second inning. Cunningham so far 71 pitches. He threw 118 last week against Illinois State. The big right-hander fires and misses low with a fastball. 1 ball, no strikes. He's given up a couple of hits, 3 runs, 1 of them earned. Hernandez takes ball 2 off the plate. He's gotten that call once or twice. Cunningham's walked 3. He struck out 4. 2-0 pitch. Chopper foul, left side into the Vandy dugout. 2-1 the count to Hernandez. Caden Green started yesterday's game at second. Hernandez got the call today. 2-1 pitch. That's a line drive into right center field, and that's a base hit for Javon Hernandez. Hernandez patiently took a couple off the plate to start the at-bat, got an advantageous count, and then went opposite field for his 5th hit of the season. And Auburn has the leadoff man on base. McMurray led off the last inning with a homer. First time Auburn's had an actual base runner to start an inning. Back to the top of the order, and Mainers gets his 3rd look at Cunningham. 3rd baseman is in on the edge of the green turf. Mainers takes a strike, 0-1. Mason is struck out and flied out to center field. They play him the other way in the outfield. The 0-1. Low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Looking at Cunningham's pitch count, he had 77 in his season debut, 75 in his second start against Gonzaga in 3 innings. 1-1 pitch to Mainers. Upstairs, he laid off of it. It's 2-1. That's a good take by Mainers. 92 pitches 2 weeks ago against Houston, and then 118 against Illinois State. Two 2-1. Here it is. Strike at the knees, it's 2-2. Good pitch, 94-mile-an-hour fastball. 4-3 Vanderbilt. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Hernandez, modest lead at first. 2-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, down and away. Mainers down on strikes for the 2nd time today, 1 out in the 5th. Now Cooper Weiss to the plate. He has walked, stolen a base, and scored a run. He's also grounded out to short. Diaz comes in on the edge of the turf. Hernandez dances around off first base. The pitch to Weiss is popped up. Short right field, long run for Polk. He's still coming near the line. Foul territory, reaches out, does not make the play. Just not a lot of room out there in foul ground, and Polk had a long way to run. So Weiss gets another chance. 0-1 to count. I mean, 1 step into foul territory and you're up against the wall. Righty-righty matchup. Cunningham looks over his shoulder at Hernandez at first. Now the 0-1 pitch to Weiss. Nope, throw to first. And Hernandez is back. Javon 3 for 3 stealing bases this year. 0-1 pitch. Popped up off the hands. Shallow right field. Another long run for Polk. Still coming. Now slows up. Makes the catch. He jammed Weiss a couple of times in that at bat. 2 down after the leadoff single by Hernandez. And it'll be up to Ike Irish. Irish is 0 for 2 with a couple of ground outs. He's 2 for 5 on the weekend. Tigers trail 4-3, top of the 5th inning. Cunningham throws to first. And again, Hernandez slides in safely, head first. Wonder if they'll pitch Irish away, given the defensive positioning away. Throw to first again. Hernandez back again. Just keeping an eye on Javon over there. Represents a tying run here in the 5th. And the pitch to Irish. Now it's coming. Swing and a miss, strike one. Went after one, down. Long look in by Cunningham. Pitch clock down to 8. From the stretch, Cunningham deals. That one gets away from the catcher. Hernandez takes off for second, and he's safe. It was down, bounced up there, blocked by Espinal, but it squirted away from him a little bit to his left. Hernandez, a bit of a late break, and the throw was short. And then he beat the tag attempt, and now time is called. And a mound visit for the Commodores, entire infield together. 1 ball, 1 strike to Irish. And after the wild pitch, just the second of the year by Cunningham, Hernandez is in scoring position with 2 outs. It's a quick visit. Broken up before Eddie Newsom could get out there to break it up. All right, potential big moment here. Irish with 2 outs. A ball and a strike the count. Cunningham checks second, fires home. Way outside, 2-1. They don't want to make a mistake to Irish on the inner half, given especially that Hewitt, the center fielder, is a few steps toward left center, and Leneve a couple of extra steps toward left and very deep. 2-1. Low, 3 balls and a strike. With first base open, they might they be a little more careful with Irish to get to the right-handed hitting Pierce on deck. Pitch number 82 of the game for Cunningham after he checks his wristband, gets the pitch call. Now steps off to reset the pitch clock. It was down to 2. Now they finally reset it. The 3-1 to Irish. Swing and a miss. Took a little something off there, and it's 3-2. Again, might be a big pitch in this game, though. We're just in the 5th. Payoff pitch with 2 outs to Irish. Hernandez waits at second. The pitch is popped up. Left side, drifting foul, out of play. Just beyond the bleacher seats. And we'll do it again. Now it's Ike's turn to fight with 2 strikes. Four 4-3 Vanderbilt, top of the 5th inning. Tying run at second base with 2 outs. And the 3-2 pitch to Irish on the way. Little tapper, right side, tough play, fielded by Austin, throws to first. Irish slides in and beats it. Head first slide, Irish, he beat the throw. Runners are at the corners with 2 down. Off the end of the bat, a high chopper. Austin came in to field it. He flipped to Cunningham covering the bag, but Irish with a head first slide beat it. An infield single. And it gives Pierce a chance to hit here with 2 outs in the inning. Pierce has reached on an error and scored a run. He has also grounded out to second. Poke one through the right side here. First pitch. Low, ball 1. Cunningham up to 88 pitches here in the 5th. Works from the stretch and fires. Swing and a ground ball, gloved at third. They go to second for the force. Diaz with the throw to Davis to get the force, and the inning is over. So Auburn, no runs on 2 hits, no errors, 2 left on base. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning in Nashville, still 4-3 Vanderbilt.
Hey everybody, this is Jacob Goins, voice of the Lee Scott Warriors. Tune in all baseball season long over on Tiger Country 104.5, home of the Lee Scott Sports Network. Listen live and find the broadcast schedule on tigercountry.net. Lee Scott Academy Baseball over on Tiger Country 104.5 is presented by the Orthopedic Clinic and Auburn Express Towing. Also brought to you by Auburn Bank, Russell Building Supply, and Four Seasons Federal Credit Union. Lee Scott Academy Baseball on Tiger Country 104.5, part of the Auburn Network's family of stations.
My joints aren't what they used to be. Routine exercise, playing ball outside with the kids, riding bikes on vacation. I never worried about keeping up. But now, my joint pain has started slowing me down. I decided to make an appointment with the Orthopedic Clinic. Their surgical partners had the experience, technology, and personalized approach to care that I was looking for. Best of all, it was close to home. I'm thankful I chose the Orthopedic Clinic. Don't let joint pain slow you down. Visit theorthoclinic.com and schedule your appointment today.
This is Coach Butch Thompson. Back to more baseball on the Auburn Sports Network.
Still 4-3 Vanderbilt, bottom of the 5th. Commodores have Leneve, Polk, and Hewitt due up. And they will face Cam Tilley, the freshman from Indiana. Makes his first appearance of the weekend. Newburgh, Indiana, 6'1", 201. Freshman right-hander. He has earned a win in 3 straight appearances for the Tigers. 5 outings this year, a 3-0 record, and a 2.61 earned run average. Tilley has pitched 10 1/3 innings. He's given up 7 hits, 3 runs. He has walked 1 and struck out 7. Team's hitting 189 against Cam Tilley. John Armstrong, 2/3 of an inning. 1 hit, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Faced 5 batters through 19 pitches. Not out of the question that he could come back tomorrow if you needed an out or 2. Let's hope that's needed tomorrow. Here's Troy Leneve. Leneve has driven in a run, reached on a fielder's choice. He's also walked. And the first pitch in the bottom of the 5th missed the outside corner. Tilley goes to work, plants and deals, and missed low and inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Auburn baseball brought to you in part by East Alabama Health. From first aid care at home games to cancer care at the Spencer Cancer Center. East Alabama Health is a team player you can rely on day after day. The wind and the pitch. There's a strike. It's 2-1. Brad Law with you from Hawkins Field in Nashville. Ben Taylor in our AU 100 studios. Tilley rocks and fires. Off speed, missed high. And it's 3-1 to Leneve. Number 40 for the Tigers. Tilley fires home. Missed the inside corner with a fastball, and it's a leadoff walk in the 5th. The first batter against all 3 Auburn pitchers today has reached. Austin homered in the bottom of the 1st to lead off the bottom of the inning. Austin then drew a walk against Armstrong, and now Leneve walks against Tilley. And here's Matthew Polk. First pitch to Polk. Curveball. I guess it was inside. 1-0. Tigers could use a double play ball. Polk has hit it in the air twice. Infield pop-ups to third and to first. Breaking ball. It's a strike. He went around, and it's 1-1. Yeah, Polk went around. Fans don't like that call, but Eddie Newsom's right. Corbin, I don't know if he's yapping at Polk or if he's yapping at the home plate umpire. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fastball low and outside, 2-1. It's an overthrow. A walk to Leneve. He doesn't have a stolen base this year. That's 4-3 Vanderbilt, bottom of the 5th inning. Pitch by Tilley. Swing and a miss. Off speed and a beauty. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Polk. He's 1 for 7 in the series. He struck out a couple of times yesterday. Tilley checks the runner at first, comes set from the stretch. And the 2-2. Just missed outside and low, and the count is full. So a 3-1 count to Leneve before he walked him, and now a 3-2 count to Polk, trying to put away the Vanderbilt right fielder. Tilley ready again. He deals. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him with the off-speed pitch. First strikeout for Tilley. First out of the 5th inning. And the 5th strikeout for Auburn pitching today. The K Counter brought to you by Kia of Auburn, where you're always number 1. Now Calvin Hewitt is the batter. He's flied to left a couple of times this afternoon. First pitch to him. That's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. Three runs in the first, 1 in the 4th for Vanderbilt. 2 runs in the first, 1 in the 4th for Auburn. There's an off-speed pitch. That's in there for strike 2. Really nice job by Tilley of landing the off-speed pitches for called strikes, and he's gotten swinging strikes with it as well. The 0-2 to Hewitt. Little tapper to short. Weiss charges, fields, throws, close play. He beat it. Man. Hewitt beat it out. Weiss took an extra step before unloading on the throw on a soft tapper. Fielded it on the green turf on the infield. And then while running toward home plate, tried to gather his momentum. It's an infield single there at first and second with 1 out. Auburn's infielders are playing in a couple of steps extra from what they usually would be on this turf. The turf is 7 years old. First pitch, breaking ball, back throw to first, close play. Oh, boy, that throw from Irish was dead on. It was right on the money. McMurray caught it and applied the tag in the same motion, and Hewitt just got back in. Play Vastine to pull a little bit on the infield. The pitch to him. Hit him. Bases loaded, 1 out. Vandy loaded the bases last inning. They've loaded them here in the 5th. Leneve to third, Hewitt to second, Vastine to first. For the top of the order in R.J. Austin. And Everett Tiefert is out to talk to his team. Talk to his pitcher. Strategy with the infield. I'll take the opportunity to check the Yellowwood scoreboard. SEC baseball action today. They're in the 8th inning in Oxford, where Ole Miss leads South Carolina 6-3. Rebels going for a series win. Kentucky leads Georgia 6-3 in the 8th inning in Lexington. Cats go for the series win. It's Arkansas 2, Missouri nothing in the 6th inning in Fayetteville. Hogs going for the series win. The SEC men's basketball tournament, Texas A&M leads Florida 42-29. Aggies potentially on their way to an SEC championship game date against Auburn. Meeting on the mound over, and the first pitch to R.J. Austin. Off speed, fouled straight back, 0-1. Auburn a winner over Mississippi State earlier today, 73-66. First single-digit win for Auburn this year. The 0-1, lined into center field. Stanfield has to play it On 2 hops, a run is in for Vanderbilt, and they lead it 5-3. Austin's second RBI of the game. Leneve, who walked to lead off the inning, comes home to score. Hewitt down to third, Vastine to second. It's their second hit of the inning. Now here's Davis Diaz. Diaz is 2 for 3, a pair of singles, an RBI, and a run scored. Pitch, strike one. Auburn could use a hard hit ground ball right at an infielder. Instead, an off-speed pitch called strike 2. Five 5-3 Commodores. Bottom of the 5th inning. Their 9th hit of the game. 0-2 pitch. Low and outside, 1-2. All 3 Auburn pitchers have gotten to 2-strike counts fairly regularly. It's tough to put away the Vandy hitters. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He put him away with an off-speed pitch that was down on the turf. Diaz swung late and couldn't get it. Second out. 2 strikeouts now for Tilley. And here's Alan Espinal. Espinal has been on base all 3 times. A pair of singles and a walk for the Vanderbilt catcher. He has scored 1 of their 5 runs today. 5-3 Commodores in the 5th. Bases loaded for a second straight inning. Espinal swings and drives one to left center field. Now to clear the bases. 3 runs will score for Vanderbilt. It'll be 8-3 on the bases clearing double for Espinal, and he's 3 for 3 on the day. He went up there first pitch swinging and laced a no-doubt double to left center. Commodores have opened it up here in the 5th. Now the 8th man to bat in the inning. Camden Kozal, who struck out in his first at bat last inning. Well, they left him loaded in the 4th, but not here in the 5th. A 4-run inning. Breaking ball missed high, 1-0. Tilley at 23 pitches here in the 5th. 1-0. Low and inside, blocked by Irish, 2-0. Eight runs on 10 hits now for the Commodores. Tilley checks second and deals. Fly ball left field. Mainer's back. Warning track. Hand out. Reaching up. Makes the catch. Little dance with it at the end, but he put it away. But Vanderbilt scores 4 times on 3 hits. No errors. 1 runner left on base. We're through 5. It's now 8-3 Vandy.
Big eating in Auburn and Opelika means Big Mike Steakhouse, famous for high-quality steaks cooked to perfection on an open-fire grill served in a relaxed, rustic atmosphere. It's happy hour at Big Mike's every Wednesday and Thursday from 4 to 6 and half off select appetizers, draft beer, and well drinks. And don't forget, a Big Mike's gift card will always be the perfect gift for big city steak in your hometown. It's Big Mike's Steakhouse in Auburn at Shigjerd Parkway and Wire Road.
Southeastern Industrial Contractors offers the path to a productive and successful career for hard workers of all ages, especially young people looking to jump straight into the workforce. Southeastern Industrial Contractors is now hiring for great-paying skilled trade positions. Managing partner Derek Harville is a proud Auburn University graduate with deep roots in the community. Give him a call at 334-209-6355 to learn more. Southeastern Industrial Contractors, 334-209-6355.
the ballpark for more Auburn baseball.
8-3 Vanderbilt after a 4 spot in the bottom of the 5th. So as we go to the 6th, Commodores go to their bullpen. And a bullpen call for the opposition means Pepper Tree presents fresh meat for a new level of taste. Tiger fans know it's got to be Pepper Tree. For the best wine selection, finest cuts of meat in town, visit Pepper Tree in Auburn or Montgomery or online, steaksandwine.com. That's steaks, the letter N, wine.com. Miller Green is the new pitcher. Green, 6'5", 232-pound lefty, a freshman from Lipscomb Academy here in Nashville. Green has not pitched in 2 weeks. March 1st, his last outing. He's 0-1 in 5 appearances. He has a save, a 1.42 earned run average, 6 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts. Team sitting a 158 off of Miller Green. Cunningham, 5 innings, 3 runs, 1 earned, 4 hits, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. He threw 90 pitches, 57 strikes. Cooper McMurray, first batter against Green. Big looping curveball, missed inside for ball 1. McMurray is sad to see Cunningham go. 2 extra base hits, a solo homer, and an RBI double. 1-0. There's a curveball that's in there for strike 1. I don't think Cooper's so sure. Shift is on against the big first baseman for the Tigers. 1-1 pitch. Another breaking ball. Strike 2. Green ready to go as soon as McMurray's back in. 1-2 pitch. Way outside and low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And McMurray wasn't sure about either of those first 2 strikes, and you trust this guy's recognition of the strike zone as well as anybody's. Stretch by Green, the Vandy reliever deals. Fly ball left side. Trying to hit the outside corner with a breaking ball, and McMurray spoiled it. 8-3. Tigers have been out hit 10-4 today. 2-2 to McMurray. Way upstairs with a fastball. 92 on the heater from the southpaw Green. Just underway in the 6th. Nobody on, nobody out. 3-2 pitch to McMurray. Curveball hammered foul into the Auburn dugout on a hop. A lot of ducking and scattering. And we'll do it again. Wind is howling out to right field. And center. Payoff pitch. Curveball swung and missed. Strike 3. 1 away in the top of the 6th. And that'll bring Derek Fabian to the plate. Fabian has walked and struck out. That against Cunningham. Tigers got a couple in the first. First the pitch to Fabian, swing and a miss. Fastball, Derek a little behind it, 0-1. And the solo homer from McMurray in the 4th. Andy got 3 in the first, 1 in the 4th, and 4 in the 5th. Fabian swings, grounds it foul past third base. And it's 0-2. The wind is as strong as it's been all day long right now out towards center. 0-2 to Fabian. Check swing. Nope, didn't go. Pitch was close. Quite frankly, that pitch has been a strike today, a time or 2. But it's now a ball and 2 strikes on the Tiger third baseman, and he better be ready here, anything close. A lot of room in left center. Green fires. And it hit him. Fabian says it hit him on top of the foot. Will they take a look? Well, Eddie Newsom's going to get the other umpires together. They will discuss it. And they'll decide whether or not to take a look. Yeah, they will. They'll review the play. Fabian says that he was hit by the 1-2 pitch. Kevin Sweeney.
Auburn is challenging no hit by pitch.
All right. It's Kevin Sweeney, crew chief. He was last night's home plate umpire. Again, it's centralized replay, so the umpires stay on the field, and they have wireless communication. They have earpieces. They're being talked to by the folks in Birmingham at the Replay Command Center. It's a quick review. Should be pretty easy to see, I would think. We have not seen a review here, or a replay here. We don't have a monitor in the booth. And it's kind of hit and miss whether it's shown on the big video board at various venues. I thought the review was over. It was still going on. Kevin Sweeney's got his hand, like he's got his hand on the holster. As soon as he is told the ruling by Birmingham, he'll relay it to the crowd here, and you'll hear it as well. Fabian immediately indicated that he was hit by the pitch. Home plate umpire Eddie Newsom said he was not, just called it a ball. At the very least, it's 2-2. With one out in the top of the 6th inning. Here we go.
The call in the field of no hit by pitch is going to stand.
All right. So they didn't have any conclusive evidence, so the call would have been confirmed. So they couldn't tell, so it stands. So maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. In any event, it's ball 2. 2-2 pitch. Missed low, counts full. He's gone full to the first 2 batters of the inning. He got McMurray to chase a breaking ball high. We'll see what he throws to Fabian here, 3-2. Pitch is on the way. Did he go? Oh, boy. They look to first, and Clint Fagan says he went around. All right, 2 down in the 6th, and Christian Hall will be the batter.
Number 19, Christian Hall.
And Butch Thompson comes out of the Auburn dugout to say something to Clint Fagan down at first base. Pitch to Hall. That's a called strike on the outside corner. And I'll tell you, we've gotten used to some pretty consistent strike zones the first month of the season. Pitch to Hall, missed low and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. We'll say one more about the 3rd strike to Fabian. The pitch itself was closer to being a called strike than Fabian was to going around. Now the 1-1 to Hall. Foul ball at the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. But Auburn's going to need more than a call here or a call there. Tigers trail 8-3. We're in the top of the 6th in the 2nd game of the series. A ball and 2 strikes to Hall, the Auburn DH. Green's pitch. Tapped foul. Christian did a good job to reach across the plate, foul out away. Green, the first reliever of the game for the Commodores. He struck out the first 2. That was 1-2 to Hall. Missed outside with a fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Christian, another guy with good recognition of the strike zone. Doesn't swing it a lot off the plate. 2-2 pitch. Curveball inside. And the count is full. It's a lot of pitches for Green in this inning to have retired the first 2 via strikeouts. He's at 14 now. Went to full counts to McMurray and Fabian before striking him out. Payoff pitch outside, ball 4. He was at 14 before the at-bat. He's at 21 pitches now. And he's faced 3 batters. Now here's Chris Stanfield. Stanfield is flied to center, grounded into a double play. He was trying to go the other way his last time up with a runner on base. Big hole on the right side, but he hit it right at the second baseman. Here he swings and flies it off to the right, foul. 0-1. Stretch by Green, the pitch. Stanfield takes a curveball high and outside, 1-1. Chris windmills the bat a couple of times. Short lead for Hall at first with 2 outs, the 1-1. Swing and a drive into center. Hewitt right in his tracks. I mean, he didn't have to budge. Made the catch for the 3rd out. No runs, no hits, a 2-out walk, no errors, and 1 left for the Tigers. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning, still 8-3 Vandy.
1907. Auburn had no paved roads, no local newspaper, a few automobiles, very little electricity or indoor plumbing, and 1 bank, Auburn Bank. For all these years, we've had a part in shaping and serving Auburn, Opelika, and East Alabama, a steadfast partner to our customers, meeting financial needs at just the right times. How do we know our community so well? Because we've grown up together. Auburn Bank, champions of you. Member FDIC, online at auburnbank.com.
Four Seasons Federal Credit Union. Homegrown and member-owned.
We love our members love us.
Oh yes, ever since I got off active duty, they have helped me. I would recommend to anyone, if you really want to get your finances in order, come and see for yourself. I promise you, they will help you get on the path to financial freedom.
Four Seasons Federal Credit Union with 2 local branches. Membership eligibility required. Accounts federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration.
This broadcast of Auburn baseball is brought to you in part by the Alabama Department of Public Health. Don't wait. Vaccinate. Protect yourself and others by staying current on all recommended vaccines. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM.
8-3 Vanderbilt as the Commodores come to the plate in the 6th inning. It'll be Jaden Davis, Troy Lanieve, and Matthew Polk. Would your youth baseball or softball team like to be anthem buddies in an Auburn baseball game this season? Courtesy of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, your team can line up with the Tigers on the field for the national anthem. Call the Auburn ticket office, register for a game, and secure your group tickets today. Yeah, youth baseball, softball practices are underway. Games are going to start in the Auburn Youth Leagues in a little over a week. All right, here is Davis. Davis is 1 for 3, an RBI single, a ground out, a strikeout. The first pitch from Tilley is a little low for ball 1. Tilley begins his 2nd inning of work. The pitch. Nope, missed low, 2-0. Wind and delivery. Low again, ball 3. Vandy has had the leadoff hitter aboard 4 times today and looking for a 5th. This is the 6th inning. 3-0 pitch. High ball 4, 4-pitch walk. So a leadoff base runner here for the Doors in the 6th. And it'll bring Troy Lanieve to the plate. He walked to lead off the 5th against Tilley. Lanieve's walked a couple of times today. Auburn now with 6 walks from its pitchers. Don't often see a 1-to-1 walk to strikeout ratio. Home plate umpire Eddie Newsom called for time. Lanieve walked a couple of times, drove in a run on a fielder's choice in the first inning. He has scored a run today as well. Left-handed hitting left fielder takes a curve for a strike. 0-1 from Tilley. Auburn basketball in the SEC Tournament Championship game tomorrow against either Texas A&M or Florida. They're at the half just down the street. Aggies lead the Gators 50-42. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a high fly ball. Right field. Pierce jogs in a couple steps. Makes the catch. One away. Got Lanieve up under it a little bit for the first out. And now here's Matthew Polk. Polk's second look at Tilley. Cam struck him out last inning. Polk is 0 for 3 today. He has popped out a couple of times and struck out. He's 1 for 8 on the weekend with 3 strikeouts. Tilley's first pitch here. He shows bunt, bunts it left side, and it's foul. Swatted into the mitt by Irish. 0-1 to the Vandy right fielder. Cam Tilley, an inning and a third thus far. 33 pitches. Carson Myers got the start, gave up 4 runs on 6 hits in 3 1/3. No runs on a hit for John Armstrong in 2/3 of an inning. Tilley 4 runs on 3 hits and a couple of walks in an inning and a third. Throw to first. Davis is back. Cam comes set. Cam comes home. Swing and a miss. Chased one near the turf. And it's 0-2. Tilley will try to put away Polk for a second time this afternoon. Right on top of the plate is Polk, the 0-2 pitch. Bounced away from Irish, and Davis to second. Huge turn at second. He'll stay there. It's a wild pitch for Tilley. Runner in scoring position with 1 out. And the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes on Polk. 8-3, Tigers trail, bottom of the 6th inning. Wide stance for the right-handed hitting Polk. He takes ball 2 down and away. Tilley was ahead 0-2. Now the count's even. Stretching the pitch. Low and outside, full count. Polk 0 for 3 today. And he's worked the count full after being behind 0-2. Tilley comes set. He deals. Ground ball up the middle. Hernandez backhand stop. Throw to first. Got him by a half a step. Nice play by Hernandez to play the second bounce off the turf just to the left of the bag at second. Davis winds up at third on the play, but that's the second out. And here's Calvin Hewitt. Hewitt with a single and a run scored last inning. He's 1 for 3. 3 for 6 in the series is the Vandy center fielder. First pitch, off speed, in there, under the hands for a strike. 0-1. Hewitt, 6'3", just a buck under 220, takes a second strike. It's 0-2. Tall, athletic center fielder. And now he's behind. In the count, 0-2. Runner at third, the pitch. Swing and a foul. Got a piece of it. He was chasing an off-speed pitch down low. They must have fouled away a couple of dozen two-strike pitches over the first game and a half of the series. And the 0-2 pitch coming from Tilley. Here it is. Ground ball, base hit, past a diving Fabian and into left field. It's an RBI single for Calvin Hewitt. His first RBI of the day, his 12th of the season, and now it's 9-3 Commodores. Leadoff walk. Comes home to score. The wild pitch factors into that as well, maybe a little. Of course, with 2 outs, he would have been off on contact anyway. That was a sharp single to left. Number 9 hitter, Jonathan Vastine, is the batter. He has doubled and been hit by a pitch. He has scored twice. He struck out against Myers back in the second inning. He's 1 for 2 today. Throw to first. Hewitt is back. Hewitt 13 steals on the year. This was a 3-3 ball game going to the bottom of the 4th. Commodores have scored each time up since then. They got 1 in the 4th, 4 in the 5th, and they've plated 1 here in the 6th. Pitch, runner goes. It's yanked to right field, fairly deep. It'll 1-hop, 2-hop the wall. Rounding third is Hewitt. He will score. Heading to third is Vastine. He's got his second extra base hit of the ball game. It's an RBI triple for Vastine. 2-out hitting continues for the Commodores. It's now 10-3. Two runs scored apiece for Hewitt and Vastine in the game, and Vastine's at third with 2 out. Vandy is 3 for 8 with 2 outs. They're 5 for 14 with runners in scoring position today. And there's a line drive base hit to right center. It's 11-1. RBI single for R.J. Austin. And that's the 3rd straight hit for Vanderbilt. It is the 3rd time today that they've had, make it the 4th time today, that they've had 3 straight reach in some form or fashion. Now here's Davis Diaz. 11-3, Tigers trail. We're in the 6th inning. There's the throw to first. And Austin is back with a head-first slide. 4 in the 5th, and now so far 3 in the 6th. And these 3 have all been driven in with 2 outs. Another throw to first. Tilley laboring, trying to work out of this 6th inning. Another throw to first base. .43 pitches for Tilley in the last inning and 2/3. There's a curveball that didn't break, and it hits Diaz. There it's first and second. And Tilley, I think, is getting pretty close to empty. Alan Espinal, the catcher, has been on base all 4 times today. He's 3 for 3. A bases clearing double with the bases loaded last inning. 2 singles to go with it. He's also walked. He scored a run. 3 RBIs on the day. He grounds the first pitch foul into the Vanderbilt dugout. 0-1. 8 batters in the 5th. Now Espinal the 8th here in the 6th. 2 outs. 11-3 Commodores. Tilley looks to second a couple of times. A 3rd time, now fires. Bounced up there and away from Irish, and runners advance there at 2nd and 3rd. That's a wild pitch. Baptism by fire into SEC play here for Tilley, and he's still out there trying to battle. 2nd and 3rd, 2 outs, a ball and a strike to Espinal. Toughest guy to get out today. The delivery. Curveball inside. 2-1. Myers got the start, then Armstrong, now Tilley. 11-3, Vanderbilt leads. Bottom of the 6th. 2-1 pitch. Curveball high, 3-1. Tilley with a deep breath. Sets. Throws. Didn't get the outside corner. Ball 4. 5 straight have reached, and that'll be the end of the line for Tilley. He is out of gas. Everett Tiefert is out. He will give the signal and make the call to the bullpen here. Cam Tilley gave it everything he had. His first SEC experience is one that he would just as soon forget. Vanderbilt has extended its lead in the 5th and 6th. They got 4 in the 5th. They have scored 3 so far in the 6th. And trouble spot here as they lead 11-3. New pitcher in for the Tigers on this Talking Tigers podcast called the bullpen.
Join me, Ben Taylor, on Auburn Opelika this morning. News Talk WANI weekday mornings between 6A and 9A, covering everything from local events to local officials, local sports, and all the happenings around Auburn, Opelika, and surrounding counties. That's weekday mornings on Auburn Opelika this morning with me, Ben Taylor, on News Talk WANI.
Auburn Opelika this morning with Ben Taylor. Weekdays 6 to 9. Auburn Opelika.
Dylan Watts is the new pitcher for the Tigers. Watts, 6'2", 187 from Enumclaw, Washington. Watts, 4 appearances, no record, an earned run average of 3, 6 innings, 9 hits, 5 runs, 2 of them earned, 1 walk and 7 strikeouts. Team's hitting .346 against Dylan Watts. He's on to face Kozel, the designated hitter. Let's see, Dylan. Last time out against Austin Peay a week ago today. Gave up 3 unearned runs on 6 hits with 4 strikeouts in 2 1/3 innings. His walk came in his first appearance against UAB back on February 20th. So he's gone 5 innings since then without giving up a walk. Vanderbilt has loaded the bases. Again, this was a 3-3 ball game going to the bottom of the 4th. Then the Commodores got 1 in the 4th, 4 in the 5th. They've plated 3 here in the 6th to push the lead out to 11-3. 2 outs in the inning. And they're trying to push this thing up to a 10-run margin with a couple of more runs here in the bottom of the 6th. Cam Tilley, an inning and 2/3, 7 runs on 6 hits and 3 walks. 2 strikeouts, a couple of wild pitches, a couple of hit batters. He threw 49 pitches, 25 of them for strikes. Cam's going to be a very good pitcher, and he'll use the experience. He'll bank the experience today, that's for sure. All right, Kozel getting his 3rd at bat of the day, and the first pitch is high and outside, ball 1. Colin Barcy, freshman, started the game as the DH, got a couple of plate appearances. Kozel, since coming in, has struck out, flied out to left field. Watts pitches. Strike, call, off speed. Evens the count at 1-1. Game 3 of the series tomorrow at 1 Central. We'll be on the air at 12:45. 1-1 pitch to Kozel. Fastball missed down and in, 2-1. Tomorrow's game will be right here, wherever you're listening to the game. If it's AU 100, 100.3 FM in the Auburn area, or the Auburn Tigers app, or auburntigers.com. It'll be there tomorrow as well. 2-1 pitch. Check swing, it's a strike. 2-2. We will not have the YouTube feed tomorrow. at least until after the men's basketball game. 2-2 pitch. Low, 3-2. Kozel, ninth man to bat here in the Vanderbilt sixth. Commodores lead 11-3. Watts to the plate. Bouncing ball to second. Hernandez gloves and throws. And there's out number 3. Vandy bats around. They get 3 runs on 3 hits. There were 2 walks and a hit batter in the inning. No errors, and the Commodores leave them loaded. We're through 6. It's now 11-3 Vanderbilt.
Auburn made here. At Jewelry by Design, we are honored to design and hand make officially licensed Auburn University jewelry. All designs are limited edition or one of a kind and made here in our store. Jewelry by Design, proudly making Auburn jewelry in Auburn. Come by to see all of our fabulous designs or let us make you one. Follow us at jbdauburn.com. War Eagle from Jewelry by Design, located at 590 North Dean Road in Auburn.
Hey Auburn, stop dealing with unreliable network copiers, printers, and scanners and waiting days for service. ABS Business Systems of Auburn is your AU alumni-owned and operated local solution. A full-line Canon, Lexmark, Toshiba, and Ricoh dealer, ABS of Auburn specializes in smooth, efficient office operations. Get the systems, tools, and expertise you need, plus reliable support that's always on call.
ABS of Auburn, how may we help you?
Call 334-329-7000 to schedule a free on-site consultation today. War Eagle.
This is Coach Butch Thompson. Back to more baseball on the Auburn Sports Network.
It has not gone well for Coach Thompson's team here in Nashville this weekend. Vanderbilt took the first game 11-1 in 8 innings last night, and the Commodores have scored 8 runs in the last 3 frames to go ahead 11-3 as we go to the 7th. Hernandez, Mainers, and Weiss due up for Auburn in the 7th. Conecuh Sausage is the official sausage and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Whether it's celebratory or consolatory, Conecuh Sausage is a game day favorite, always great on the grill. Pick up a pack at your local grocery store or visit the Conecuh gift shop in Evergreen, Alabama, off I-65 at exit 96. Javon Hernandez, 1 for 2 with a single. It's his first look at Miller Green, the first reliever of the day for Vanderbilt. A walk and 2 strikeouts for Green in the 6th. Big 6'5" lefty deals a first pitch strike to Hernandez on the outside corner. See Joseph Gonzalez start the game for the Tigers, his first start in a couple of weeks. That's tomorrow at 1. Pitch to Hernandez. Dribbler back to the mound. Green fields and throws high and pulls Austin off the bag. That'll be an error on Green. Hernandez safe at first. Leadoff base runner for the Tigers. 1 base runner at a time. Mason Mainers, he's happy to see Cunningham out of there. He was 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts against the Vandy starter. First look at Green. In this lefty-lefty matchup, he squared the bunt and then pulled back and took a ball high and outside. 1-0. Down 8. Auburn looking for base runners. Green deals. Pitch. Strike. 1-1 the count. Mainers now 1 for 6 on the weekend. Green from the stretch. Fires. Curveball popped up left side, foul. Now Mainers in a hole, a ball and 2 strikes. Green back on the rubber. Leans over. Now puts the ball in the black glove. Comes set at the belt. His 1-2 offering. Outside with an off-speed pitch. 2-2. Really nice weather for today's game. Tomorrow a little bit cooler, but still plenty of sunshine. 2-2. Bouncing ball past the first baseman and into right field. Hernandez on his way to third. Mainers stops at first. Single for Mainers, his first hit of the ball game. Back-to-back base hits off of Green. Well, back-to-back base runners. The error on Green on the throw to first. Back-to-back base runners for the Tigers. They're at first and third with nobody out. And now Cooper Weiss, the batter. Weiss walked, stole his 15th base of the year, and scored in the first inning. Since then, he's bounced out, flied out. First pitch to him. Bunt, foul. Back behind the plate. Just got a piece of it, bunted it foul. Not a bad idea. Cooper, not just a guy who can bunt as a sacrifice. He can beat it out, get on base. They hold the runner at first. Third baseman even with the bag. Weiss swinging away here, but he takes it high. 1-1. 2 on, nobody out in the 7th. Stretch by Green is 1-1. High and outside, 2-1. Tigers won't go down without a fight here. They want to try to put some pressure on this Vandy bullpen, which has been susceptible at times this year. 2-1. Way upstairs, 3-1. A walk would load him up for Ike Irish. That'd be a good start in putting pressure on him. Green comes set. Is 3-1 to Weiss. Swing and a miss. Took a cut at a fastball, a little bit up and outside. Weiss checks with Eddie Newsom, said, would that have been a strike? I don't know that it would have been. The count's full. Hernandez at third, Mainers at first. Payoff pitch. Called strike 3 just below the knees. Too close to take. 1 away in the 7th. Now here's Irish with runners at the corners and 1 out. Ike has singled and he has grounded out a couple of times. He's 1 for 3. 3 for 6 on the series. Pitch. Outside low, 1-0. No 8-run homers, so you got to be patient, 1 at bat at a time. This team has been good at that, more than they have not this year. Pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike to even the count to the Auburn catcher. Center fielder Hewitt several feet toward left center. 1-1. Bouncing ball right side. Davis gloves, goes to second for 1, and that's the only out they'll get. A run comes in to score. Hernandez scores from third on the play. It's an RBI fielder's choice. Austin charged and gloved the ball and then threw to Vastine covering at second to get Mainers on the force. The run comes in to score, though. It's 11-4. 3-6 force at second base for the second out of the inning. Irish at first with 2 down. And Bobby Pierce, the batter. First pitch to Bobby. Downstairs. Espinal kept it in front of him. 1 ball, no strikes. 4 runs on 5 hits now for Auburn. The 1-0. Called strike. One and 1. The pitch. Swing and a miss at a slider down and in, and they've got the runner hung up. Throw back to first. He's safe. They had Irish way off the bag. He was 30 feet off the bag when Espinal located the ball and then found it and fired to first. Somehow Ike got the hand back in there. 1-2 the count to Pierce. Here's the pitch. Runner goes down and in, and ball squirts away from Espinal as he made the transfer from the mitt to the hand, and it's a steal for Irish. He's at second, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Pierce. See if he goes back to the slider here. Sharp break on the breaking ball from Green. He's ready. He fires. Miss low with the breaking ball, and the count is full. Three balls, 2 strikes. Tigers down 11-4 in the 7th. Payoff pitch. Fouled off to the right side, off the net. And we'll do it again. Cooper McMurray would love a chance with a couple of guys on base. The 3-2 pitch on the way. Grounded foul. Over toward the Auburn dugout again. Bobby barrels, Bobby bazooka. Bobby's battling right now with 2 strikes. Down 7. Pitch from Green. Ground ball, base hit, right side, opposite field single. Irish waved around third. The throw will come into second. It's an RBI single for Bobby Pierce. His second run accounted for the day. And it's 11-5. Good piece of 2-out hitting there by Pierce. He fouled off a couple to the right side and then singled to the opposite field. And now a visit to the mound. Vandy's pitching coach comes out. He draws the entire infield in. He'll talk to Miller Green. Green, 48 pitches. He's trying to cap his second full inning of relief. Tigers have fought back here. 2 runs in the top of the 7th. That was the second mound visit. Now Cooper McMurray does get a chance with Pierce at first. McMurray hitting .400 with 2 outs. Couple of hits today, a homer, a double. First pitch way outside, ball 1. 0 for 1 against Green. He struck out to lead off the 6th inning. Green fires. Swing and a miss, tailing away from Cooper. 1-1. Five runs, 6 hits for Auburn. 11 runs, 13 hits, 2 errors for Vanderbilt. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Now it's on the way. And it's outside, off-speed pitch. This time McMurray stayed at home. 2-1. McMurray's raised his average to .344. The pitch. Low and outside, 3-1. Well, he could find one he likes and cut loose here. Or make Green throw him a couple of strikes in a row. Big 6'5" left-hander. Deals. And misses up and in with ball 4. And they're at first and second with 2 outs. And now time is going to be called. Vanderbilt's going to make a pitching change. Tim Corbin, the head coach, is out. He has given the sign. Miller Green goes an inning and 2/3, but Derek Fabian will face somebody else, a right-hander making his way in for Vanderbilt as the Commodores make the Conecuh sausage call to the bullpen.
Hey everybody, this is Jacob Goins, voice of the Lee Scott Warriors. Tune in all baseball season long over on Tiger Country 104.5, home of the Lee Scott Sports Network. Listen live and find the broadcast schedule on tigercountry.net. Lee Scott Academy Baseball over on Tiger Country 104.5 is presented by the Orthopedic Clinic and Auburn Express Towing. Also brought to you by Troy Bank and Trust and Gouge Performing Arts Center. Lee Scott Academy Baseball on Tiger Country 104.5, part of the Auburn Network's family of stations.
New pitcher for Vanderbilt is a right-hander and another high number. They've used number 97, number 90, and now number 77, Alex Kranzler. Kranzler is a freshman from Norwood, New Jersey, 6'3", 224. Kranzler has appeared in 5 games this year, an 0-1 record, a 4.7 earned run average, 7 2/3 innings, 7 hits, 8 runs, 4 of them earned. He's walked 1 and struck out 6. He has given up 3 home runs. Team's hitting .219 against Alex Kranzler, so they're not making a ton of contact, but they have hit 3 home runs against him. Miller Green, an inning and 2/3, 2 unearned runs on 2 hits and 2 walks. He has struck out 3. He threw 53 pitches, 29 for strikes. And the runners at first and second are his responsibility. They bring in the right-hander to try to get Fabian. Fabian today has walked and he has struck out twice. Fastball on the hands and he fouls it off to the screen, 0-1. 7th man to bat here in the 7th for the Tigers. Pitch upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Each pitcher today for Vandy, or the first 2 pitchers anyway, struck out the first guy they faced. 1-1 offering. Strike 2. Pierce at second, McMurray at first. 2 outs, top of the 7th. Tigers have trimmed the Vanderbilt lead. It's 11-5, the 1-2 to Fabian. Pulled, foul, past third. Oh, he'd love to find a corner or a gap. But Derek's got to first protect the plate with 2 strikes. Pitch, fouled off. Again on the inner half. Pierce singled after a couple of foul balls on full counts. Fabian hanging tough there with 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch. Fouled off again. He was early on an off-speed pitch, but he was able to wait back enough, slow his swing down enough. Tigers get their leads from first and second. Kranzler to the dish. Swing and a fly ball, shallow center. Here comes Hewitt. Long run. Second baseman back, and it'll be Davis who makes the catch before narrowly avoiding Hewitt in center field. And that's out number 3. Tigers get a couple of runs on 2 hits. 1 Vandy error. 2 left on base. Go to the bottom of the 7th. New score, Vanderbilt 11, Auburn 5.
Need great gifts for your family, friends, clients, and colleagues? You have to try Buff City Soap. Their soap, oils, body butters, bath bombs, candles, wax melts, and laundry soaps are delightful. Pick from a variety of handmade goodies with plant-based ingredients that delight your skin and smell wonderful. See partywithbuff.com to schedule your party or visit buffcitysoap.com to check out their many alternatives. Try the free short-term parking at the 320 West Magnolia Avenue building in downtown Auburn and fall in love with Buff City Soap.
Did you know one of the most advanced screening and diagnostic imaging centers in the country is located right here in our community? Bridgeway Diagnostics is the first in the country to purchase GE low-dose 3D mammography and first in the entire region to bring you 3D breast ultrasound. First to bring you artificial intelligence software looking behind the radiologist to detect irregularities. Ask for Bridgeway for all of your screening and diagnostic needs. Find out more at 2bridgeway.com. That's the number 2, bridgeway.com.
Back to the ballpark for more Auburn baseball.
We go to the bottom of the 7th, and Vanderbilt has sent 17 men to the plate in the last 2 innings. They've scored 7 runs in the last 2 innings. And that's the difference in the game right now. 11-5, Vandy on top as they go for the series win here today. Let's update the Yellowwood scoreboard. SEC men's basketball tournament just down the road at Bridgestone Arena. Florida has come from behind to lead Texas A&M 68-65. Just under 10 minutes to go in that matchup. Auburn, a winner over Mississippi State earlier today, so Auburn against either Florida or Texas A&M for the tourney championship tomorrow. Bottom of the 7th gets underway. Jaden Davis trickles a foul ball, foul to the left. Foul ball, foul to the left. 0-1 the count. Davis is 1 for 3. He's walked, he scored a run, he's driven in a run. The pitch inside. Dylan Watts back out there for the Tigers off the right side of the rubber. His pitch is grounded foul off the end of the bat. It's 1-2. Watts came on to get the 3rd out of the 6th inning, and he did. He got a ground out. So his first full inning of relief here in the 7th. Davis, a right-handed batter. The pitch. Ground ball, right side, long run, Hernandez. He can't get there. They were playing him to pull. Playing him to pull, so Javon was way around towards second. If he's in a traditional second base spot, it's an easy play, but he wasn't, so it wasn't. It's a base hit instead for Davis, his 2nd of the ball game and his 6th of the series. And the leadoff hitter is aboard for Vanderbilt for the 5th time in the first 7 innings. And 3 of the other 4 times that guy came home to score. Troy Leneve takes a ball on the outside corner, 1-0. Leneve has walked twice, reached on a fielder's choice, and flied out to right field. He's driven in a run. He has scored 1 today. Watts. Pitch clock at 5. He fires. Fastball in on the hands. Fouled back to the net. 1 ball, 1 strike. Auburn basketball tomorrow, 11:30 on the network. If you're listening locally on AU100, the game will be on Wings 94.3. It'll also be on the app at auburntigers.com if that's how you're listening today. A ball and a strike to Leneve, the pitch. Check swing, he went. It's a strike. 1-2. If you're watching on YouTube, the basketball game will be on YouTube tomorrow. Well, the broadcast will be on YouTube. You won't see the game itself that way. Runner gets his lead at first. Here's the 1-2 to Leneve. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him to chase a high fastball. Leneve down on strikes. I think that's his first strikeout of the weekend. So Watts records his first strikeout. That is K number 7 for Auburn pitching. K counter brought to you by Kia of Auburn, where you are always number 1. Polk has struck out once. He's 0 for 4 today. And the first pitch to the big right-handed batter is lined, caught by Fabian at third. Boy, Polk hit the daylights out of it, but Fabian, diving toward the line, reached out and made the catch. Can't hit it a lot harder than Polk did, but can't play it any better than Fabian did for the second out. 2 down, Davis at first. Calvin Hewitt, 2 for 4. Singles in each of the last 2 innings. He's come around to score in each of the last 2 frames as well. 1 RBI for the center fielder. First pitch to him, a little low and out, ball 1. $11-5. Tigers looking to put a 0 on the board after scoring in the top of the inning. 1-0 pitch. Fly ball, shallow right, out goes Hernandez, in comes Pierce. Bobby gets there in plenty of time to slow up and make the catch. And for the first time in the game, Auburn does score in the top half of the inning, put a 0 on the board in the bottom. We'll see if the Tigers can carry some of that momentum into the 8th. 11-5, Vanderbilt on top here in Nashville.
Big eating in Auburn and Opelika means Big Mike's Steakhouse. Famous for high-quality steaks cooked to perfection on an open-fire grill served in a relaxed, rustic atmosphere. It's happy hour at Big Mike's every Wednesday and Thursday from 4 to 6 and half off select appetizers, draft beer, and well drinks. And don't forget, a Big Mike's gift card will always be the perfect gift for Big City Steak in your hometown. It's Big Mike's Steakhouse in Auburn at Shigjordan Parkway and Wire Road.
Auburn High School Baseball is on 96.3 W. Lee.
Presented by
the Orthopedic Clinic, Auburn Bank, Russell Building Supply, and Southern Union.
Also brought to you by
Gouge Performing Arts Center, Franklin Tire and Auto, Troy Bank and Trust, the Car Stereo Shop, and University Ace Hardware.
See the broadcast schedule
at 963WLEE.com.
Auburn High School Baseball
on 96.3 W. Lee.
An Auburn Network station.
This broadcast of Auburn Baseball is brought to you in part by Cook's Pest Control and the Centricon system. You don't have to live with termites.
We go to the 8th inning, 11-5. Auburn trails. Vanderbilt goes to the bullpen for their 4th pitcher of the ballgame. It is Ryan Ginther, number 17. Ginther, 5'11", 207, a junior from Hendersonville, Tennessee. He's a lefty. Ginther, in 5 appearances, is 1-0 with 2 saves, a 1.29 earned run average. 7 innings, 6 hits, 1 run, 3 walks, 8 strikeouts. He's given up a double. That's the only extra base hit in the 6 that he's allowed. Team's hitting .261 off of Ryan Ginther. Kranzler really called on just to get the 1 out, to get the 3rd out in the 7th, and that's what he did. So he faced 1 batter, he got a pop out, 7 pitches. The lefty Ginther to face the bottom 3rd of the order, Hall, Stanfield, and Hernandez. First pitch to Hall, right through there for a strike, 0-1. Play him to pull on the infield. He takes a fastball upstairs and inside, nowhere close to swinging. They check anyway, and it's confirmed. 1 ball, 1 strike. The delivery. Grounded foul at the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of Auburn Athletics. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to games or any other live event, SeatGeek's the place to do it. SeatGeek, so Tiger fans can fan. The 1-2. Up and in. Low bridged him. Two and 2. Wind blowing out to center. Ginther's pitch. Swung on and missed. Got him to chase a changeup. Good pitch. That is the 9th strikeout by Vanderbilt pitching today. Commodores have walked 5. Here is Chris Stanfield. Stanfield is 0 for 3. Couple of flyouts and a double play ball for Chris. First pitch to him is over for strike 1. Well, after seeing a couple of 6'5" guys earlier today, this 5'11" delivery looks a little different, a more compact delivery. Stanfield grounds it, diving stop by Diaz. To his feet, throws to first in time for the out. And Chris Stanfield is adamant about asking for a review. adamantly giving the headphones gesture. So they will take a look at this. It was a sharply hit ground ball. Diaz a diving stop at third, a fine play, and then a ton on the throw to make that close. Stanfield just plants himself on the bag. He's taking his batting gloves off, putting them in his pocket. He's ready to run. He's convinced this is going to be overturned. Replay review in the SEC Replay Command Center. This is our second review of the day. Auburn challenged a call earlier in the game of Fabian being hit on the foot by a pitch. That call stood. It's either nobody on, 2 outs, or Stanfield at first and 1 out. This is one of those where, even though it's your last challenge of the game, here we go.
Call on the field is going to be overturned to safe. Auburn still has 1 challenge left.
Now, again, we don't have a vantage point. We don't have a monitor in the booth, and they didn't show it on the video board here. But you won't see anybody more adamant than Chris as soon as the ruling was made over there by Clint Fagan at first. It's an infield single for Stanfield. Javon Hernandez takes the first pitch strike, 0-1. Hernandez has singled. He has reached on an error. He has scored a run today. 1 for 3. The 0-1. Nope, up and out. And a ball and a strike to the Auburn second baseman. At least a couple of his 5 hits this year have been to the opposite field. Wouldn't mind seeing him taking a crack at that again. They throw to first. Stanfield dancing around off the bag, drew the throw. Anything Auburn can do to throw Ginther off his rhythm. He's been steady out of the pen for Vandy this year. The 1-1 will have to wait. Another throw to first. Anything Auburn can do to take Ginther's attention off of the man at the plate. Pitch clock down to 10. Wind howling to center. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss at a sharp breaking ball. And it's 1-2. 1 out, Stanfield at first. Mainers on deck. 11-5 Vanderbilt. We're in the top of the 8th. Pitch from Ginther. Curveball, high bouncer to third, and it's misplayed by Diaz, and runners are at first and second. A tough short hop, and he tried to scoop it off the short bounce, and he couldn't squeeze it. High into the air.
Left fielder, number 21, Mason Maynard.
And they will score a base hit for Hernandez, his second of the game. So infield singles for the 8 and 9 hitters, and runners are at first and second with 1 out for Mason Mainers. 11-5 Vanderbilt. Mainers 1 for 4. A single in his last at bat. He takes ball 1 inside. He had squared very late to bunt and then quickly pulled it back. Ginther off the left side of the rubber. Comes set. He delivers. It's high. 2-0. Auburn with a couple of runs in the 7th. Two on, 1 out here in the 8th. Mainers takes a strike. Fastball. Now it's 2-1. Stretched by the lefty reliever. Checks second twice, comes home. Ground ball, second base. They go to second for 1, on to first for the double play. 4-6-3, good grief. Well, Davis able to get to it and then turned it, or began the double play, just as quick a flip as you'll see by the Vanderbilt second baseman, and they get out of trouble in the 8th inning. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning, 11-5 Commodores.
Hey everybody, this is Jacob Goins, voice of the Lee Scott Warriors. Tune in all baseball season long over on Tiger Country 104.5, home of the Lee Scott Sports Network. Listen live and find the broadcast schedule on tigercountry.net. Lee Scott Academy Baseball over on Tiger Country 104.5 is presented by the Orthopedic Clinic and Auburn Express Towing. Also brought to you by Troy Bank and Trust and Gouge Performing Arts Center. Lee Scott Academy Baseball on Tiger Country 104.5, part of the Auburn Network's family of stations.
My joints aren't what they used to be. Routine exercise, playing ball outside with the kids, riding bikes on vacation. I never worried about keeping up. But now, my joint pain has started slowing me down. I decided to make an appointment with the Orthopedic Clinic. Their surgical partners had the experience, technology, and personalized approach to care that I was looking for. Best of all, it was close to home. I'm thankful I chose the Orthopedic Clinic. Don't let joint pain slow you down. Visit theorthoclinic.com and schedule your appointment today.
This is Coach Butch Thompson. Back to more baseball on the Auburn Sports Network.
Bottom of the 8th inning in Nashville. Vandy has 9-1 and 2 due up against Dillon Watts. They lead 11-5 and pretty big momentum there. Auburn was just sort of slowly, methodically starting to apply some pressure. And they got a double play ball to second. Their second double play of the day. So pendulum swings back toward the home team a little bit with this 11-5 lead. Now Vastine, who has scored 3 runs today, he has doubled, he has tripled, he has been hit by a pitch. He scored 3 times and driven in 1. Left-handed hitter. First pitch from Watts is in there for a strike, 0-1. Well, the big stage in this game, the 5th and 6th innings, that's when Vandy got 7 of its 11 runs. Check swing grounder, left side, that's a foul ball. And Watts quickly ahead, 0-2. And it's the first time Vastine's gotten this deep into a count since his first at bat when he struck out. Doubled on a first pitch in the 4th, tripled on the first pitch he saw in the 6th. Was hit by the first pitch he saw in the 5th. Here's the 0-2. Upstairs, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Commodores in the 5th and 6th innings scored 7 runs on 6 hits. Both of those innings started with leadoff walks. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him with a changeup away. Good pitch by Watts, his second punch out of the afternoon. And the 5th and 6th inning also included multiple 2-out RBIs by the Commodores, and that's the separator in the ballgame. They got 7 in those 2 innings. They lead by 6 here in the 8th. Here's R.J. Austin with 1 out, nobody aboard. Austin homered in the bottom of the 1st. First pitch, strike at the knees. Inside corner, well-placed fastball, 0-1. Austin today is 3 for 4. 2 singles, a homer, a walk, 2 runs scored, 3 driven in. The pitch, hit him. Upper left leg. Carson Myers retired the side in order in the 2nd. That's the only inning in which Vanderbilt has been put down in order in this game. They had 1 inning last night, the 3rd in which they were retired in order. Now Davis Diaz. He's been hit by a pitch. He's singled twice. He scored once, driven in a run. Takes ball 1 inside. Stretch by Watts. The right-hander deals. Off or breaking ball in there for a strike, evens the count. Again, back at it tomorrow here on AU 100 and the Auburn Game Day app and auburntigers.com. Joseph Gonzalez gets the start for the Tigers in a 1 o'clock first pitch. On the air, 12:45. 1-1. Throw to first. Close play. Boy, that's a close play. And Austin just did get back in there in time. 11 runs, 14 hits, 2 errors for Vanderbilt today. Throw to first. Closer play. Cooper McMurray thought he had the tag there. Austin doesn't shorten his lead very much, if at all. 1-1 to Diaz. Pitch. Fastball inside. 2-1. Myers got the start, 4 runs, 6 hits, 3 1/3. Armstrong, a hit in 2/3 of an inning. Throw to first, no tag applied this time, throw was a little higher. Cam Tilley, 7 runs, 6 hits in an inning and 2/3. Dylan Watts has gone an inning and 2/3, 1 hit so far. Auburn pitching has walked 7 and hit 3. Pitch, there's a strike to Diaz. Fastball pops the mid at 92. Counts even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. We're in the bottom of the 8th, 1 on, 1 out. Commodores lead 11-5. Watts, 2-2 pitch. Line into left center field, that's extra bases for Diaz. Stanfield able to cut it off, and the runner is caught between, oh, he's not caught either. The throw comes home. Austin ran through a stop sign, slammed on the brakes halfway down the third base line. The throw from Stanfield, who did a marvelous job to cut the ball off before it got to the wall. I thought surely it was headed for the wall. He cut it off before it got there. Throw came into the cutoff man, who then fired home. And Austin is now being tended to beyond the third base bag. Again, he completely ran through the stop sign and then put on the brakes halfway home. But by the time the throw came home, he was able to backtrack and get to third. It's a double for Diaz. His 3rd hit of the game. And now Alan Espinal, the batter. He's walked twice and hit 3 times. Double, 2 singles. Infield comes in for Auburn. First pitch off speed, strike 1. Tigers bring the infield in. They don't want to give up anything else. 1 out. Double play not on the table. Ground ball past Fabian into left field. That's a hit. It'll score a run. And it's 12-5. And Espinal drives in his 4th run of the game with his 4th hit of the game. Austin, who was hit by a pitch with 1 out, comes home to score. And now Cam Kozel gets his 4th plate appearance of the game. Yeah, Espinal, single, single, walk, double, walk, single. On base 6 times. First pitch to Kozel is called a ball. Maybe a little low with the off-speed pitch. 1 ball, no strikes. One out, runners at the corners, 12-5 Commodores. The pitch, there's a strike. It's 1-1. Stretch by Watts. He's ready again. He deals. Lined into right field. Down the line, that's a base hit. Scoring easily from third is Diaz. Espinal on his way to third. He is held up there. It's an RBI double for Kozel. And it's 13-5. And now with 1 out, Vandy has 2 guys in scoring position that if they both score would end the game. And that is 4 straight that have reached for Vanderbilt. It's the 5th time in the game that they've had 4 in a row reach base. Here's Jaden Davis. Ground ball knocked down by Weiss. He comes home, tag applied, he is out. And Tim Corbin is going to come out and argue that Ike Irish blocked the plate. It was a sharply hit ground ball to Weiss, who was playing in. He gloved it cleanly on a hop. Espinal broke immediately for home, never hesitated. Weiss's throw was there a good 3 feet before Espinal got there, but Tim Corbin persuades the umpires to get together, and they're not going to review this. They're not going to take a look at it, I don't think. They're just going to say, no, he was fine. All right. So Espinal is retired for the second out. It goes 6-2 on the putout at the plate. It's a fielder's choice for Davis. He's at first. Kozel at second. Here is Jacob Humphrey in a pinch hit appearance. First pitch is through there for strike 1. Jacob Humphrey, junior, right-handed batter. The pitch. Strike on the outside corner with a fastball. Humphrey is 8 for 24. He started 5 games this year. He has a homer, a triple, 2 doubles. He's driven in 6 runs. The 0-2 pitch. Low, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Commodores have scored a couple of times here in the 8th inning. They push their lead back up to 8, 13-5. Stretch by Watts. Runners get their leads at first and second in the pitch. Ground ball, Fabian gloves it, throws, out number 3. The Tigers live to fight in the 9th. A couple of runs on 3 hits, no Auburn errors. Commodores strand 2. We go to the 9th inning, last chance for the Tigers, trailing Vandy 13-5.
Earn more on your balances with the Max Elevate Money Market. Enjoy the competitive rate benefits of certificate accounts with no fixed terms and more flexibility. Earn more on your balances and access them anytime. You expect more, and Max delivers. See our amazing rates at mymax.com/elevate. Max. Smart money made simple. Federally insured by NCUA. Certain restrictions apply.
Fine dining meets Southern comfort at Vintage 2298, Auburn's newest fine dining restaurant and butcher shop. Chef Randall Baldwin and wife Laura present Gulf cuisine with a Southern flair, made fresh farm to table. Enjoy lunch in the butcher shop, brunch on the weekends at Vintage 2298, where the staff raises the bar on service. Private dining and event space is also available. Experience Vintage 2298 this new year.
Back to the ballpark for more Auburn baseball.
Last chance for Auburn against Ryan Ginther. Tigers trail 13-5. As we go to the 9th, it'll be Weiss, Irish, and Pierce due up against the Vandy reliever. Yellowwood scoreboard in the SEC today. Ole Miss took it to South Carolina. 12-3. Rebels beat the Gamecocks. Ole Miss has won the first 2 games of that series. Likewise, Kentucky has won the first 2 games against Georgia. Cats won today 9-3. Other games are underway, but the SEC website doesn't have them updated. Here's Cooper Weiss. First pitch, high and outside, ball 1. 1 base runner at a time here in the 9th. Pitch. There's a strike at the knees. 1-1 the count. Humphrey stays in the game to play right field for the Commodores. He hit for Polk in the bottom of the 8th. Pitch to Weiss high. 2 balls, 1 strike to the Auburn shortstop. Ginther's 2-1. Swing and a miss. Big cut. High fastball. 2-2. Both teams scored in the first inning. Big middle stages, the difference. There's a ground ball. Backhand stop by Diaz at third. Long throw on a hop, fielded by Austin. He stayed on the bag and got Weiss, and then they throw the ball into left field on the throw around. Nice play by Diaz to make the stop. And you can tell, and Coach Thompson made this point in postgame last night, and he's right. Auburn's players have experience playing on turf. It's not playing on turf that takes the getting used to. First pitch is a called strike to Irish. Goodness gracious, it's high and inside. But it's called strike 1. But on this turf, pitch. Up and in, same spot, this time called ball 1. You can tell the team that plays on this turf 40 plus times a year. 1-1. That's high, 2-1. Irish, a single in 4 trips today. He's driven in a run, scored a run. 2-1 pitch to Ike. Strike on the outside edge, 2-2. One out, nobody on, 9th inning. Here's the delivery. Late swing, fouled off. Still 2-2. Ginther trying to put away Irish, the 2-2 offering. Fly ball center field. Hewitt tracks it into left center. He had him shaded that way anyway, and he makes the catch. 2 down. And Auburn's down to its last out, and Bobby Pierce trailing 13-5. Bobby today has reached on an error. He has scored. He has singled. He has driven in a run. 1 for 4. First pitch right through there, strike 1. Regions Bank postgame show is coming up next. We'll get head coach Butch Thompson's thoughts on this one. There's a ground ball, backhand stop at short by Vastine. He throws on a hop, fielded by Austin, and that is out number 3. A couple of sparkling defensive plays in the 9th inning, and Auburn is retired in order. Vanderbilt wins the series, taking game 2 today, 13-5. The Regions Bank postgame show is coming up next.
My joints aren't what they used to be. Routine exercise, playing ball outside with the kids, riding bikes.